You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good afternoon and welcome into this 48 Fastcast. I'm Margot Gray. A Morgan County jury, just found a chiropractor guilty of trying to kill his own wife by poisoning her with lead. Brian Mann was convicted of poisoning his wife Hannah in 2022. The trial started earlier this week and just wrapped up this morning. Hannah says she initially started feeling sick in 2021. X-rays unveiled that she showed that she had glitter-like substances in her stomach, indicating lead was there. Prosecutors say Brian even ingested lead himself to try to throw off the investigation. But a nurse says where it was located in his body showed he had consumed it only about 24 hours before that doctor's appointment. Hannah says it will take a while to fully recover from this process.
Now it's real. Like, I know we've been waiting on it for so long and we didn't know which way it was going to go, and now that it actually did happen, that it's going to take a while to sink in.
So Brian Mann is set to be sentenced on August 27th. He is facing a maximum of life in prison. A Cobb County man initially charged with murder pleaded guilty to manslaughter instead of his role in a Sheffield killing. So the district attorney says Diedrich Pride pleaded to a lesser charge in the shooting of Thomas Harrell in September of 2023. Harrell's family says they are good with this plea deal, or they approve of it. Pride will serve his sentence in the Alabama Department of Corrections. Well, a Huntsville man is now facing murder charges after an infant died in the hospital. Police say they responded to the hospital on June 8th following reports of an injured infant. So that infant was in critical condition at the time. After an investigation, police determined that Victavius Dennis was alone with that infant at the time of the injuries. Tragically, that infant later died, leading to the added charge of murder. He's officially charged with aggravated child abuse and murder. He's in the Madison County Jail without bond. An Anaya's bond hearing will happen on June 17th.
Well, we've got thunderstorms out there as expected. They're not as isolated as we thought they would be. They're kind of clustered together. So this area is likely going to continue moving to the east into the Huntsville metro area around the evening commute. But it's going to be in and out, basically. And then overnight tonight, we quiet back down. Gunnersville, it's quiet. It's very muggy out there. You notice a distinct change in the humidity. And these thunderstorms are a result of that added humidity out there. Once again, nothing severe. These are summertime thunderstorms approaching near Trinity and Decatur here in I'd say about 30 minutes or so. Lightning and a downburst gust of wind. That's our main threats here. It's 91 in Athens. Rain cooled 80 in Muscle Shoals, but close to 90 in Huntsville. It definitely feels like it. As we go later this evening, things really start to fade away, but showers and storms will return tomorrow afternoon and perhaps a renegade shower overnight and very early in the morning. We'll take a complete look at that forecast coming up.
All right, sounds good. Still to come on this Fastcast, Huntsville Utilities has a new system in place that could actually save you some money paying your bills on time. I'll have more details in just a second. All right, cat lovers, this one's for you. A deadly virus has been killing cats across the South, and now it's been detected just over the state line in Lincoln County, Tennessee. WAFF 48's Callie Neese is live in Fayetteville with the warning.
Veterinary experts tell me that bobcat fever has made its way to the Tennessee Valley. One vet reported that here in Fayetteville, they have seen at least one case of bobcat fever, but he told me he is almost sure that there were more cases, but a lot of those cats may not have been able to come in for treatment because it works so quickly. First, it starts off with a fever and getting tired, and then they stop eating. This disease attacks their red blood cells. I'll have more from the vet coming up at 4.
All right. Well, Huntsville Utilities is introducing a new software system that could get you a refund if you pay your bills on time. Officials say as they move over to this new system, some customers with excellent payment history will get refunds on their deposits. These refunds will appear as credits on their June utility bills. Refunds will be up to $100 along with any interest that might have accrued. Huntsville Utilities is also releasing an app this summer to make it even easier to pay your bills.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
Once again, scattered showers and storms west of I-65, but all this is tracking to the east and northeast, so eventually filling in Athens, Decatur, Priceville, Hartselle. Of course, not everyone's going to see the same amount of heavy rainfall, but those that do, a lot of lightning along for the ride, too. This will eventually move over towards Scottsboro and Guntersville as well, but this should be in and out of here, and then overnight tonight, things quiet down. Your Father's Day weekend still looks stormy with more of what you just saw on the radar, scattered showers and storms. The thing to keep in mind is once it rains in your area, it may rain for 30 minutes to an hour. Once it's done raining, I think your chance of rain for the rest of the day will be over just because the atmosphere just gets rain cooled. Here's 4 o'clock this afternoon. Notice out west, the rain will be over by then in Moulton and towards Florence. This all tracks to the northeast, fades away right around sunset. We've got another area that's going to approach the state line. This started showing up yesterday, but just like yesterday, it fades away. So I don't think we're going to have too much concern with that. Maybe a rogue shower overnight. Tomorrow morning, a very isolated renegade shower or thunderstorm in the morning out west. And then we wait. We start to heat up again close to 90, and here come the thunderstorms. This round will be a little bit more robust. Notice this by 5 o'clock. The good news is for your evening plans, this is moving in a little bit sooner. So by 8 o'clock, it should be out of here. Here's 7 o'clock. Notice an arcing line of thunderstorms. Very heavy rain, strong gusty winds. Can't rule out an isolated damaging wind gust, but the overall threat for severe weather will remain very low. As we get into Saturday, in the morning hours, most of the rain should be just off to the northwest. But then as we get into the late afternoon, early evening hours, more showers and storms. We'll go through that coming up hour by hour at 4, 5, and 6. Rain chances pretty high the next few days. But as I mentioned earlier, once it rains hard in your area for about 30 minutes to an hour, it should be gone for the rest of the day. 10-day forecast, rinse and repeat, so to speak. A stretch of 90s coming about a week from today.
All right, well, that'll do it for your 48 Fastcast. We'll be back here in just a few minutes with Before the 4 with AJ. And don't forget to join us on air on TV at 4 o'clock. And of course, we'll cover any breaking news that comes in at 5, 6, and 10. We'll have you covered. Happy Thursday. Have a good afternoon.